thank you all for coming tonight. This is supposed to be a night of fun. We talked about this for a long time. We said that this is the time when you should celebrate. We decided to have you here rather than to invite you to our minimosuna, which for those who don't speak Greek, it means your memorial service. Most people wait till somebody's gone till they celebrate, and we're celebrating not only our lives, but all of your lives. We call together all the people that mean something to us. Our family, of course, our lovely kids, our grandchildren, all our cousins, uncles, aunts. We're so thrilled we brought a couple of our relatives from Greece here who mean a lot to us. Yes, believe it or not, there's 3 Chris Krarases in this world. Most people thought one was way too many, but there's a wonderful Chris Kraras. I always called him the good Chris Kraras. He's the fella who was here for many years and then moved back to Greece and made his mark and has a wonderful family there. Christo, katse pano. Christo, that's the good Chris Kraras. And then there's the only other crash. We have a tremendous burden going on in our family. I don't know if you know this, but Dean had a heck of a burden going for the rest of his life, going at that time, because there was no Kraras strain left. Everybody had daughters, all the people, and the actual Kraras name was going to be gone. A lot of people were celebrating that, but Dean went and had a young guy, so now the burden's on him. So there's another Chris Kraras. Christopher, stand up, because now it's on you, buddy. We have him with a permanent iron steel supporter that he wears. Also, we have one of our, from Greece, we mentioned, a very favorite cousin of mine, because he's the only guy in Greece who's my size. Everybody in Greece are little people. When I go to Greece, they refer to me as the giant. But there's one guy just as big, and his heart's as big as his body, and that's Costa. Back there, Costa. And many, many years ago, when I made one of my visits to Greece, he had just had a son. So in 1 week, we put together a spectacular baptism, and Ann and I baptized his son, and he's become so close to our family. And I'm happy to announce that just last month, he got his master's degree in engineering, and he's doing so well over there in Greece, and that's Yorgo. Yorgo Katsi. By the way, he's a real stud. If there's any women around that would like to talk to us. He's a seismic engineer, so as though it matters. He's good looking, and he's actually not a hawk, so it'd be a great thing. So we picked up My Big Fat Geek Wedding for obvious reasons. You know, our family resembles that. For those of you who have seen the movie, my father's name is Gus, as was the guy who owned the travel agency and a restaurant, which of course we had, and my sister's name is Tula, and we have a travel agency, and I have a home with a lot of pillars in the front. My kids live right near me, and we cook lambs on the front lawn regularly. So I thought they made them, when my in-laws, my sons and my daughter's in-laws came along, the Hunzikers and the Martins, they said, we thought this was a family movie that you made, because this is their lives. You know, we convinced them that ouzo's good for them and that lamb is not meat. So they've been great about it. So tonight we're going to celebrate everybody's life. This is not about us. We're celebrating all of you, our good friends, our good relatives, and everybody. We're supposed to have just fun tonight. I want to thank, we had some great people. They transformed this room. Dave Reppert and Patty Belsterling made this room and those rooms into something amazing. Thank you. If they're here in the room, I think they are somewhere. Chef Tim, as you're going to see, Chef Tim is one of the most exceptional chefs in Berks County, and he worked with us over the last couple months to come up with a wonderful menu for you, and has a strange Greek flair to it, so you should enjoy it. And Laura Taylor, who helped us organize it. We're delighted to have two wonderful people here performing with you, Maria and Steve Stavros. Maria and Stavros, she's been correcting me for 50 years, but I'm used to it. Maria and Stavros, we know since they were young folks. We taught them in Sunday school, we watched them grow, and now they're music aficionados, and they're certainly wonderful masters of Greek music. So they're going to be playing for us at the early part, and then as Eric said, this young guy behind us, and if you haven't heard of his band, then you don't go out at night, but they have the best of all the bands that are around. He is, I think, one of the most talented musicians in Berks County. I did hire him for the first time when he was 19 years old, right out of high school. He played with a band called Bobby Mercer. Anybody hear Bobby Mercer? Yeah, and I said, Bobby Mercer brought him down to play in front of 2,000 senior citizens. And I said, what's that kid doing up there? And he says, don't worry, he's good. I says, he better be good, because senior citizens don't tolerate much. By the way, I'm a senior citizen now, and I don't tolerate much. He knocked them dead. By the time the show was over, they all gave him a standing ovation, and he's been getting standing ovations ever since. So we're going to have fun tonight. We want you to Greek dance during the time the food is served. It's going to be a buffet with all kinds of stations, food stations. So wait till they call you up, please, and then come back in, and we're going to be dancing Greek throughout the entire time we're eating. And after we're done eating, then we're going to all join in for the rest of the evening and dance to Eric Koala and his group. By the way, if you get a chance, right around the corner, I don't know if you got to see the cake that they made here. You must, when you go in for the food, please go look. It's right behind this wall here. They're a baker. They wanted it to be a surprise. It's unbelievable. He did a replica of the Parthenon out there. You may have thought it was a plastic item that they brought here. That's an actual cake. So I want to thank, I don't know who the baker is, but Chris what? Chris Polk. So remember that name, because he's quite talented. There's Laura, she does everything. She's even taking pictures. So just enjoy the night. We do want to take one moment to remember some people that aren't here. Yeah.
Of course, there are our friends that couldn't make it, snowbirds, people that got the flu today. At least 10 people couldn't make it today because of getting sick. But most importantly, those that have passed. My mother and father, my mother-in-law, my aunts and uncles, and Chris's aunts and uncles. But we pray that they're here in spirit. So with the long of you, we hope that you will remember them as you celebrate with us today.